From Appleton, Wisconsin, this is the Anderson Pens Podcast. Welcome to Anderson Pens Podcast, episode 432 for Thursday, March 24th, 2022.
This week we have banter, news, updates, my ink of the week, the Pro Gear Pen of the Year from Sailor, Twisby Swipe, Pear Green, a contest winner, a new contest, a special guest, plus 2 pens that are new from Retro 51 and coming soon.
Awesome. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Brian.
What did the math book say to the chemistry book?
I don't know.
You're lucky. You've got solutions. All I've got are problems.
That's a good one. I like that. I had one. It's what do you call a detective that only solves crimes accidentally?
I know this one. I don't know this one.
Sherlock Holmes. Happy spring, Mr. Anderson.
Happy spring.
Spring was a nice day.
Yes,
last Sunday was a very
nice day.
Hasn't been all that fantastic since, but
well, that's Wisconsin in March.
It was
60 degrees one day and it's snowing the next. So
I think there is some snow in the forecast, but it is spring.
Yes,
I appreciate that. Location bumper this week is Frio Mexican Treats on Wisconsin. You've never been there? They sell ice cream and organic coffee and smoothies and Mexican treats, and I've been there many times, and it's wonderful.
What kind of Mexican treats do they have? They have like churros?
Yeah, absolutely. And they'll put those in the ice cream. They make them there.
How late do they open?
Till 8 o'clock.
What are you doing at 5:30?
I think they're closed on Mondays, Tuesdays, but then the rest of the week. It's a mom and pop, small business.
Right.
And they have a nonprofit that goes along with it. It's Frio for Better Days. It supports vulnerable groups in the United States and Mexico.
That's nice.
They are good people.
Yeah.
And a cute shop. I mean,
I'm going to have to go.
We got the outside, but the inside is cute too. You can go to their website and see photos of the inside. I want to mention one more time that the Kennedys will be in Chicago. Do you know when?
Yes, they will be in Saturday and Sunday, April 30th. And May 1st. On Saturday, it will be 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sunday, May 1st, 10 o'clock till 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And this is the weekend of the Chicago
This is
Pen
the
Show.
Weekend of the Chicago Pen Show.
And you will be at the Chicago Pen Show. But what? Has that changed? You just kind of be roaming around?
Right now, it's going to be Thursday and Friday. I'm going to be at the show. And yes, I'll just be kind of roaming around. I may have some interesting pens for show and tell. I usually do. I might have some pens for sale. That's possible. But if they allow, I think on Thursday we can sit down and grab a table, and then I can, you can sell your wares. But I think tables are assigned, I believe, on Friday going forward. I won't. I may have a table on Thursday. I may not. It's going to be one table. It would be pens if I'm going to have one at all.
And vintage pens.
Vintage pens. Yeah.
So you'll be at the Chicago Pen Show Thursday, Friday, and then
I'm going downtown
because you want to be at the store for the Kennedys, and then I guess Sunday you're coming back.
Yes, I'll be coming back Sunday afternoon.
Okay. So, last time I think I mentioned daylight saving time, and then several people in the comments said that we're going to make daylight saving time permanent because it's working its way through Congress, but it's only passed the Senate. It has not yet passed the House, and they don't even know if they're going to have time to vote on it. So
they don't know if they're going to have time to vote on it?
They don't know if they're going to have time. Apparently they have other priorities, but we will see. If that does pass and if it's signed into law, it'll happen next year. So we still have to do it one more time.
Have
to get back in and then use that. Someone in the comments said that airlines and other businesses asked for a little bit of a delay. I guess businesses that really rely on time.
Yeah.
And I did want to mention that this Saturday, March 26th, do you know what day that is?
It's March 26th.
It is March 26th.
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday. It is Live Long and Prosper Day. Yeah, exactly. It is celebrated annually on Leonard Nimoy's birthday.
Is he still alive?
He is not.
He's not.
Didn't you get the memo?
Get the memo.
Yeah. Live long.
He always
and
looked like he was
prosper,
like
Day.
89 years old, and
I think he lived long and he prospered.
Yes,
He did what he. It encourages you to contemplate the Vulcan blessing and see how it might apply to your life. I'm reading from their website. There are many different ways to increase longevity and improve health and happiness, but ultimately the choice is yours. Whether it's reading a book, using a fountain pen, changing your diet, or watching some Star Trek, if you think it will make you happier, healthier, or increase your prosperity, today is the perfect day to give it a try. Every day is a perfect day.
did they actually say fountain pen?
No, I put that.
You put that in there. Okay.
I put that in. So that's this Saturday.
Okay, great.
YouTube, last Friday. I don't know if you saw the video, but you were there.
I was there. I was there in the
making
making.
of Eric's top 3 under 50. And I think you agreed. You said I did okay.
Yeah, you did all right.
I think you got 2 out of 3, didn't
Yeah, I
you?
got 2 out of 3.
Yesterday, Wednesday, you had a video of your vintage mailer for this Friday,
Yes.
which is just a preview where you go over every pen.
Yep.
And tomorrow, Friday, we're going to publish your top 5 under. It says 200 here, but is it 200 or 500? We already did that.
It's 500.
Yeah, it's 500.
Yes.
It's 500 because I was there for that one,
Yeah.
and that's the one I got them all right on, right?
Always.
Always. One more week.
Faber-Castell, 20% off all pens and ink through the rest of the month. It's a great chance to get a pen that you've been thinking about, Ambition or Emotion.
Buy all the ink. Buy all the ink you ever need. Yeah. And we have not heard that they're going to keep this permanent.
We have not heard, but I'm going to push for it because I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Okay.
I would like to see it.
Speaking of ink,
What do you got?
I got ink of the week, which this week was the Sailor Ink Studio 341.
See, now you misled me. Last week, you gave me the impression you were doing an orange this week.
No, you had an orange pen, and you said you were looking for an ink for it. And I will tell the story later because it's actually in here.
Is it? Okay.
It came up, but I just recommended it for your pen.
Okay.
So that led you to believe. I did not imply. You simply inferred erroneously.
All right.
Anyway, Sailor Ink Studio 341 confused me. So I thought, what do you think that color is?
It's like a bluish gray.
Blue.
Yeah.
Bluish gray. It looks
more
so
of a-
green to me.
It's a teal almost.
It's a
huh?
teal.
Yeah. A tealish gray?
Tealish, gray, blue. I got confused with it because sometimes it looked green and sometimes it actually did look blue. I tried it on white paper just to see if it was any different. And it isn't. It's the same. Fine, I got Steph involved because she's our color guru.
Resident.
And she said, she did say it looks like a teal, but she said it's a muted light denim, which that's her words.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
It's got more green in it than denim.
Well, it's a fun ink.
It's a nice
fun
color. Now,
ink.
what?
It's a fun
And you're using what pen for that?
This is the Pelican M400 with an italic broad.
A factory italic broad?
Yeah, so it puts a lot of ink on the paper. Is it blue? Is it green? Steph calls it a muted light denim. It's a good complex color. It's well behaved, has good flow. There's no sheen, but lots of shading, lots of different shading. No feathering, bleed, or show through. Medium, I'm going to call it medium difficulty in cleaning, and I base that on how hard it is to get off my hand or how easy it is. And we, of course, sell that in a 20 milliliter bottle or
3 milliliter
ml samples. But that's a fun ink.
That's a nice color.
Does it look like a spring ink to you?
It doesn't really pop off the page. It doesn't really jump out.
It's
I mean,
muted.
It's muted.
It's muted.
Yeah.
But I was expecting blue. So when you start writing with it, when you're expecting blue, you go, okay, something's wrong with my paper or something.
I read that by law you must turn on your headlights when it's raining in Sweden. But how am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden?
Something very exciting showed up this week.
Yes.
Very exciting. I have one. Do you have one?
I do.
Okay, I've got the slim.
This is the full size.
That's a full size. These are what?
Sailor Pro Gear Pen of the Year 2022 in Soda Pop Blue.
Soda Pop Blue. Remember last week, I think I gave you my credit card.
It was a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Was that a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
They are as beautiful as in real life as they were in the pictures.
It is really cool. Nice and transparent.
I wanted that size with an extra fine because I have been looking for an extra fine that was sold before I could come and look at these pens. Yeah. But it's just beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's nice.
It has those sparkles.
Yeah, and it has the new Anchor logo on the nib, which I think is really, really sharp looking.
They did a good job here. Good job.
And what I like about it is the cap band actually has 2022 on it. And
we'll talk about this a little more later, but the gold furniture with silver glitter, could they not have put, it wouldn't be silver, but it'd be silver color furniture. Rhodium. Could they not have put rhodium?
That would have been great too.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
That would have been nice.
Wow.
Not that this is horrid, but I always, for some reason, prefer
rhodium
silver
on
color.
silver on blue. Yeah.
Well, silver on anything, really. I don't know why that is, but these are gorgeous. And as I predicted last week, they're selling fast.
Yes. Yeah.
So, in fact, we can't even promise they'll still be in stock.
Yeah. There's more on the way.
There's more on the way.
There's more on the way.
And each size comes in the 7 nib sizes.
That's correct. Yeah. All extra fine, medium, broad, zoom, and music. So all 7.
And this is a North American exclusive.
North American exclusive. Not available even in Japan. So I guess that would be why it's called an exclusive.
Are they part of North America? Keep moving lines. Well, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So maybe we'll get another standard size and extra fine. And
I can make that happen for you.
I'll be quicker about it.
I can make that happen for you.
I wonder. I know you can. Eyedropper it?
No.
Yo, you can. Believe me.
Well,
yes, you can.
You probably shouldn't. With the metal end of the metal section.
But it's okay if you put a shimmer ink in it. That cancels out all the. Don't you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah. Okay.
So nice looking pen. Translucent topaz. I guess they called it.
It says this sparkling blue pen features a whimsical translucent topaz color with silver glitter suspended throughout the body and cap, and I should mention and section.
And the finials too.
And the finials.
Yeah.
It's just they did a really good job. The gold details absolutely gleam, making this pen the next pop star in your collection. It does pop, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a beautiful pen. Good job, Sailor. Pen of the year.
It's
only March.
They nominated themselves.
They decided. We finally have these in our hands.
Yes.
We've been talking about these for quite some time. They're cute.
This is a really interesting color, isn't it?
They call it pear green. Does it look like pear green to you?
No idea. I don't eat pears.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I said to Justin, it looks like a pea green. And he said, no, it looks like a pear.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really great with the brushed silver clip.
Because that's not gold, you see.
Yes. You'd take one of these today.
Yeah. Well, they're really cool. They really are.
Yeah, these are cool.
Especially because you get the cartridge and 2 converters.
2 converters, so it comes with this one installed, which is this similar to what the Go,
where you put it in your ink and then you push it down.
And you'll notice that it's an extra large capacity. It's extra wide.
Girthy,
so
yes.
While this is an international sized nipple here,
right? We were talking about
does not fit in any other international pens.
Has an international nipple, but you can't put in other pens, but an international cartridge.
Any other international cartridge or converter will fit in here. Yeah.
And these don't fit because they're too wide.
It's just too big around here. We tried every pen in the store when they first came out, and we was like, these are super cool, but they don't fit in anything else other than the swipe.
And the other converter is a twist piston.
Standard piston, yes. Yeah.
These are very cool and extremely affordable.
They're cute.
And with this color, I'm going to say it's a spring color pen.
Yes.
It's a spring color pen. And a cute ink window.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And this is something I know you like, is that you can see the ink when the cap is off.
The cap is off, yeah. So, if you pull it out of your bag, you can, instantly see, do I have enough ink for what I'm doing? If I know I'm going to write, I need to write a lot, well, then I can look real quick and say, okay, there's not enough ink.
Without even having to uncap it, because that's a lot of work.
Unscrew the barrel and all that stuff.
And it's a slip cap. Very convenient.
And it doesn't come with them, but TWSBI also makes their own cartridges for this pen. What it comes with the standard international cartridge. They make their own cartridge, which is massive, mega size.
Girthier.
Like these converters. Just like the converter. So even if you don't like the standard colors, it's another black, it's another red, it's another blue. You can refill them with a syringe. You've got massive capacity on these guys.
But it comes with 2 converters.
It does, yes.
Which is very interesting. Yes. Has that ever happened before?
Never.
No.
Never, ever.
They either come with no converter or a converter, but never 2.
And sometimes if you're lucky, you get the one you're
supposed to.
Good for you,
TWSBI. Good for you. As you may recall, Mr. Anderson, last week we had a contest.
Yep.
Contest survey, something like that. But before we get into that, I've got a special guest.
You have a special guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't even know about the special guest.
I don't know about this. I have no idea what's going on.
Where is it? It's Ink Bottle Dude.
Ink Bottle Dude. 173. All right.
He called me.
Okay.
He said he needed to be on today because his pre-recorded jokes, he's got a new one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hold him up here to the microphone. Maybe we'll be able to hear him. He's a tiny voice, you know.
Did you know that alligators can live up to 150 years?
150 years?
Wow.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that means there's a better than average chance that he really will see you later.
Well, thank you for that, Ink Bottle Dude. Nice little cameo there from Ink Bottle Dude. And plus, he's nominating himself for one of the, not a Biffy.
Not a Biffy, yeah.
For one of the spring inks. Anyway, that was the question. Absolutely. The contest last week was just to recommend a spring ink color, and we got over 40 recommendations and very few duplicates. In fact, I'll tell you what the duplicates were because they are the winners, I suppose. 2 votes for Diamine Meadow, 2 votes for Sailor Manyo Ukikusa, and 3 votes for Diamine Kelly Green. Can you tell me, Mr. Anderson, what these inks have in common?
They're all green.
They're all green. The greens are very popular for spring ink. And I don't know, have I admitted that before? I don't really care for green inks too much.
I thought I heard you say that the other day. Yeah.
There are some that are...
You mean you just haven't come across the right ink?
I like the darker ones.
I'm telling you, Norwegian Wood's the bomb.
Norwegian Wood is coming up here.
Is it?
Yes.
You can't get it anymore, but...
I had a Diamine as ink of the week a week or two ago that was very dark and nice green. But I wouldn't say offhand that it's... In fact, I think it's the one you said was kind of like Norwegian Wood. I wouldn't call it a spring ink. So greens are very popular. Stacy S. says that for a spring ink, I vote for Sailor Manyo Nekoyanagi or Haha. Both are so fun and great all year round, but especially beautiful for spring. I may have to clean out a pen. Thanks for the fun video. That's why I read your comment, because you said that. Nekoyanagi is a light violet and Haha are light blue. I have owned both of these inks because they are gorgeous. But I put them in a pen, and most of mine are fine nibs. It's hard to read. Yeah. It's hard to read, but they are gorgeous.
Especially on Tomoe River.
I imagine, and that's what I use. But I imagine if I put it in my Pelican with the broad nib, that they would really look good.
Might change your world.
Angela Z recommended Kobe 56, which is Roko Shichidanka. It's the best spring ink, best all-time ink, and I mention this because it's a true purple. It's a real purple. And so many of the recommendations were green. Here we are. This is why I'm reading. Marilyn Gardner says, I am ink twinsies with Brian because I also have 2 bottles of Bungu Box Norwegian Wood in my stash. But for spring ink, I choose either Diamine Meadow or Sailor Manyo Ukikusa. So both of those were on the best-selling list. Both call to mind the yellow-green of newly opening leaves or emerging blades of grass, which I haven't seen the trees budding yet.
Yeah, it's
not that I've gone to inspect.
It's third winter.
It's third winter
here in Wisconsin.
Here, you were talking about Kaweco Sunrise.
Sunrise Orange, yes.
Dennis Volpe says, I think the best ink for spring this year for me will be the sample I bought my mother this weekend, Kaweco Sunrise Orange. So
I didn't even know he got that. So he was in just the other day.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay. It is an excellent color. I don't know that I'd call it a spring color, but
I mean, it's sort of like a sunset almost. You know,
it's beautiful. This is how I found it. Is I have a Vanishing Point Orange Crush, and I was just mentioning the other day that I'm looking for an orange ink, and I said I want it to. It can't be too dark. It can't be too light. It has to say orange, but it can't scream orange. And Steph, without even thinking, said, how about Kaweco Sunrise Orange? It's like she has a database of all the colors. And so it's perfect. Exactly what I was asking for, really, even though I had all those demands. And then last week I was in here and you had an orange pen that you were looking for an ink for. And I said, how about the Kaweco Sunrise Orange? So we're all using it.
It's great.
And it's great.
It's worth a try.
Yeah. The winner of last week's contest is David Nelson. Congratulations, David, whose comment was, my spring ink is Diamine Mediterranean Blue, Or if I'm feeling a little more daring, Sailor Gentle Apricot.
Ooh.
That's daring because you can't get it anymore.
You can't get it anymore. This is now the second discontinuation.
Yes, it's the second discontinuation. So whatever you've got, we'll use it in springtime. That is a lovely springtime.
Although apricot and Kinmokusei are very, very close. So if you miss the apricot, the Kinmokusei is pretty close.
So, David, write to me, Eric, at AndersonPens.com, and we'll take care of your $20 gift certificate credit to your Anderson Pens account. I have a new contest that came to mind because
Haven't we done this?
Have we? No. We did gold versus steel nibs.
Oh, okay.
I want to know furniture. Do you have a preference, gold or not gold?
Are we talking modern pens or vintage pens?
Whatever pens you use.
I use
Well, I have a real preference. I do not like gold. So
clearly,
whether it's rhodium or ruthenium or
how many
whatever,
pens have you bought in the last 6 months that have gold trim on?
I'll have to go count. But sometimes, like
More than
if
one.
I want this pen, I can only get it with gold. So
Yes.
you say, okay, I'll accept that.
Yes.
Even though I really wish it had rhodium. So I'm wondering what the population out there wants, the community, because pen manufacturers seem to make more gold furniture than not gold furniture. And is that because that's what people demand? Or let's find out just by asking.
I know in Japan, gold furniture is much more preferred,
Sought after,
than rhodium. In fact, I know many years ago when we first started Karen Sailor, we got one pen that year, was a new pen, and it was a pen with rhodium furniture on it. And we were excited because we couldn't get rhodium trim Realos, and then we got one. So rhodium, I think, is more of a Western thing, and some of at least in Japan, gold is seen as a status symbol. So
well, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just it's a personal
you have
preference
a preference
for me.
right,
It's a personal preference, and for anyone who likes gold, I'm not saying they're wrong. No. Just because they are. No, I'm not wrong because I like the rhodium or ruthenium or something that isn't gold. So I just thought it came to mind because a new pen that we can't talk about is coming out that also has gold furniture. Yes. And I thought, why is this gold? And so I thought, let's ask the audience. So to enter this contest, just leave a comment below in YouTube to say which you prefer, the gold furniture or the non-gold, or you can name what you like. What are the choices? Ruthenium, rhodium. That's basically
gold,
it.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Chrome.
Wow, you're going silver gold in a dark finish. So
right.
I'm kind of on the gold camp.
That's fine.
A little bit more because a lot of the vintage pens, your only option was a gold clip, or you had a nickel clip, but it didn't look quite as nice on the hard rubbers. So
yeah, this is just.
I'm gonna say gold.
What am I gonna say?
Silver.
I'm gonna say silver. So just comment below, and this will be a scientific survey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Triple blind.
Big enough sample size.
Scientific survey.
I was addicted to Hokey Pokey, but I turned myself around.
Retro 51, not 1, not 3, but two new pens that are not only coming soon. Today is the first day we can even talk about them.
Great.
They hit the website today. We can talk about them because we're publishing this today. You have not heard about these pens before, as long as you're watching this live, right? Why don't you take the first one here, because that's gorgeous.
Yes, the first one, I love this pen, Woodland Hummingbird and Flowers by Dr. Shirley Brauker. Shirley Brauker is a lifelong artist and uses personal experiences along with her Little River band of Ottawa culture as inspiration, and then carves stories into pots. Her carved cutout approach, inspired by a dream, has become her trademark. She strives to combine the artwork and legends of the past with contemporary materials, keeping storytelling traditions alive. Dr. Brauker's carved cutout approach and mission to preserve woodland art inspired Retro 51 Tornado's Woodland Hummingbird and Flowers. This tornado has her design acid etched onto the barrel and then plated in stone-washed copper with accents to match. The Smithsonian top ring is engraved with the pen's individual number and then completed with the Smithsonian Sun logo on the finial. Each rollerball is packaged in a commemorative tube that will store the pen when it is not in use.
We haven't even talked about the other one yet, but they're both really nice pens.
I may get one of these for myself.
I think you have to.
I like
gorgeous.
The acid etch.
It looks really cool. Not that we've seen them in real life yet, because they're not here yet.
The pictures that they send us are usually pretty.
Yeah, they're very good pictures. Yeah. And this Looks like it has the texture on it. I think they did an excellent job, and I like that they're numbered and they're Smithsonian.
Now they are numbered, but they are a regular production.
Right, they're not limited.
Yes, they're
but
not
each
limited,
pen
so
has
we'll have
a
a number.
unique number on it. And we haven't even talked about the second one, which is the Raven Steals the Sun. Now, this is a pen you look at, you like it immediately, or you go, what is that? But I liked it immediately.
Okay.
The Raven Steals the Sun is by James Peter Johnson. James Peter Johnson is an award-winning Tlingit artist and carver born and raised in Juneau, Alaska. The Tlingit are indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest coast of North America. James Peter Johnson has dedicated his life to continuing the Tlingit art form, honoring his ancestors through his work. Mr. Johnson's design portrays the traditional Tlingit origin story of a raven bringing light into the world. I love it. I like it. Each tornado has this Tlingit artwork silk screened on the stainless barrel, varnished in a matte clear coating and finished with antique silver accents. The Smithsonian top ring is engraved with the pen's individual number and then completed with the Smithsonian Sun logo on the finial. Each rollerball is packaged in a commemorative tube with the raven's origin story on the label. Pick up this rollerball and carry history in your hands. So they often get me with descriptions.
Yes. I think this one's going to be this one you really need to see in person to rotate it because of the silk screen around it. It's going to be
it's fascinating, and I will have to look up the Raven story. I find those things fascinating too. Both of them. I need both of them.
I'm definitely getting one.
Well,
I can't get them all.
The Raven has. Did you hear me? I stressed it a little bit. I think it has silver furniture. Yeah. So I don't know when they're coming.
Soon. They
Like
should be with retro when they send it out, they have it ready, so we place the order.
So it might be for sale today.
It could come in.
Could come in and be for sale today.
Just keep an eye out. Sign up for the back in stock.
Sign up for back in stocks or buy because they might be on sale already. Thanks for joining us. Tune in next time for more talk about pens, ink, and paper.
You can check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
Is there a store in Chicago?
There is a store in Chicago. It's on the ground floor of the Palmer House Hilton, open 7 days a week.
They have a website?
Chicago.andersonpens.com.
Who do you usually find in that store?
Lisa is there.
Lisa is there 7 days a week.
So go say hi.
Unless she's here.
Unless she's here, and then I'll be there.
And then you'll be there.
So,
like this video, please, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you next time. Bye.